The pitch. Fastball for a strike. And we are underway. Next pitch is downstairs.
1-0.
Good eye in that spot. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Aaron gets under it, and it's caught for the out. Ketel Marte up to the plate. A switch hitter batting right. That one at triple digits. One out, base is empty. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. So 2 away with nobody on. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Makes his way towards it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
So electric, baby. Don't know how I let you take me. Don't know how I let you play me. You're so electric, baby. Don't know how I let you take.
Bottom of the first. Here's the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. The pitch. And a rope into center field, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And a foul ball. Hard ground ball, base knock. Rodriguez hustles to get it in. Runner stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Back-to-back base hits. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Out to center. He's got it, and there's one away. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. To the right side. Down the line, and it's foul. 2 on, 2 outs. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 0-2. One chase that time. First and second, 2 down. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Wells gathers, goes to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Manny Machado. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Donaldson back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come out the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove.
And that one is inside ball one. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
One of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Donaldson delivers. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Ball one, no strikes. Rodriguez, 23 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss, and the count even 1-1. Donaldson winds and fires. That one misses. 2-1. 2 out, space is empty. And strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside corner. 3-2 now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a bottom of the second. Now it's the power speed combo. Zach DeZenzo. The pitch. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
1-2.
Kicks and deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. And he deals. Up the middle, Perdomo throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second. So digging in, Chase Utley.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Whips it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Here's the speedy catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is the third out of the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Late with the swing there.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And it's even up.
1-1.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
2 strikes.
Just missed.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Aaron gets under it. Corrals it. 2 down. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. And there's a ball. Swings through that one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very
cut out and miss, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's Jose Ramirez. And the right-hander back to work. Line drive, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
On a line, brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's one away.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Into center and a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out. Here's Nolan Arenado. In the dirt, blocked. But no advance from the runners. 2 on, 1 out. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Steps on third for 1. On the run, throw to first. Over to first, safe.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there.
Well, plays made there, and that retires the side. Back here in Miami, now Ketel Marte. Donaldson back to work. That one's upstairs, ball 1. 1-0. And that's downstairs and outside. And now the lefty. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. And another ball.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
On the move towards the line. Hauls it in for the out. Juan Soto now. He's already homered here in this one. Swings through that one. 0-1.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
0-2 is the count.
The 0-2 from Donaldson. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Griffey drops step, ranges back. Adios, pelota. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So 2 down. Here's Manny Machado. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
Swings through that.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Caught him looking for the K. On a 4, here's a big power threat. Ken Griffey Jr. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Lifted in the air, right field. Tatis tracks it down for the out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And here's the first baseman, Zach DeZenzo. This to third, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. Strike 2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Chase Utley. Grounded out his first time. Ball one there. High fly ball down the left field line. Soto makes the play, and that'll do it. Back here at Lone Depot Park, new inning getting started, and now the DH, Junior Caminero. The pitch. That one at triple digits.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Lindor puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Went down on strikes his first time through. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. One down, base is empty. There's a strike. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Junior makes the grab, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. Wells, 24 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Pudge Rodriguez. And the pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0.
Well, these guys definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Here's Jose Ramirez. On a line out towards center. And base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
That's back-to-back singles for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Perdomo feeds to second, out there. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Back here in Miami, now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Donaldson back to work. The shortstop takes the ball. Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. And another ball. Base hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Tatis, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. And Ricky Henderson the grab. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swings and misses. That's strike one. A little out front there as he swings through it. Perdomo, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Got him swinging. And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. Just missed. And here it comes. Next pitch in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nasty fork ball for strike 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Hank Aaron. Now he steps off to reset. The right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
On the ground to third. Machado throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
On the ground to the left. Perdomo. And they get Arenado for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Lindor, the next to hit, takes outside. There's the strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
That misses, and it's 2-1. Two down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And the right-hander deals. And they'll do it again. 2 outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That's outside. Full count now. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. Runner at first with 2 away. Ken Griffey Jr. will hit next. catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. In the dirt.
0-2.
And the runner holds. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th.
2-2 count.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. And he grounds one to the right side. And it's through for a hit. Lindor zipping around third. The tag, and he's safe.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. Here comes a pitch. That's to third, and it picks off the base, and it stays fair. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now back.
Back-to-back singles, turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to.
Gregory Soto taking over on the mound.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Got him looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Back here in Lone Depot Park, top of inning number 7, and now the first. First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The wind of the pitch. Fought off foul. The 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
2 strikes.
Tosses to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Here's Manny Machado now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch misses. And a swing and a miss there. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. There's a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Now it's the DH, Junior Caminero. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Center field. And that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. The pitch. base hit center field.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now, Jose Ramirez. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Back to the top of the lineup, Ricky Henderson digs in now. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Now this is a rocket to left. Out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Austin Wells, the next to hit. First pitch, not close.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty.
At the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. 1 for 2. Off the plate inside, and that's ball 1. Henderson moves under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. As the lefty gets to work, chopped to the ground. Machado zips it across. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Francisco Lindor.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Lindor retired. 2 down. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Slider misses outside. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch is outside.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
And now the tying run is into scoring position.
All over that one right there. Really turned on that one down the line, and that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift on.
And fouled off. So the tying run at second. That one misses, and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. And they tag him out. We go to the 9th, and the batter. Fernando Tatis Jr. And a pitch. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Tatis waits. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Ketel Marte. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Swings and misses. 0-2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Swing and a miss, and a changeup in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. And now it's going to be Juan Soto. 1 for 3. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
1-1.
That misses. And now it's even 1-1. And there's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Everything came together for him. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And the batter now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one at triple digits.
0-1's the count.
And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So bottom of the 9th, here's the second baseman, Chase Utley. And he deals. Ground ball to the middle, that's a base hit. And now the winning run is on base.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Huascar Brazoban gets the call from the pen. Now a chance for Pudge Rodriguez. That one drilled left field. That takes care of Rodriguez. 1 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Little chopper rolls foul. 1 down. Winning run on at first. Rips that one to right. 2 away now. So the batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to extra innings. Here's Manny Machado to start it off. The pitch. Runner takes off for 3rd. Trying to move him over here. Bare hand grab. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the leadoff man in the 10th. And here is Junior Caminero. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. David Ortiz. And he's got the go-ahead run out there in scoring position for him. Not even close there. Ball one.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 2. One away with a runner at third here in extra innings. He's under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, O'Neal Cruz. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was late. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Huge strikeout there. Back here in Miami, on to the bottom of the 10th. Stepping in, Hank Aaron. Razabon back to work. To third, Machado. Whips it across. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some runs while you're at it.
Camilo Doval on the pitch here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Perdomo on to first. And they get Arenado for the out. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
One ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 on, 2 outs. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Right-handed reliever.
That's out.
Steps off. Lead runner back to second. And a ground ball to first. Guerrero takes it himself, and we're headed to the 11th. Now we go to the 11th, and here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And the pitch. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. 0-1 down. And it's strike 2.
Just couldn't get that one down, and it's really just about catching the ball with the bat.
He's trying for third. 1 up, 1 down. Geraldo Perdomo getting ready to hit. Runners breaking for the plate. A squeeze, and he gets it down. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. But a run does come in to score. So up next, Fernando Tatis Jr. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We are in the 11th. Swings through that one for strike 2. The line to kick the pitch.
One
Wouldn't
ball,
chase that
two
time.
strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. We're in extras here. And here's the first baseman, Zach DeZenzo. The pitch. In the dirt.
0-1's the count.
And an excellent job keeping it right there. Swings and misses. And that's strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swing and a miss struck him out. And one away. Digging in, Chase Utley. They turn things over to the southpaw, Christopher Sanchez.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
No ball, two strikes.
So the tying run at second. Slider misses outside. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So it's their last chance in this one. At the plate, Pudge Rodriguez. Trying to deliver as the hero. And that's outside. Comebacker to the mound. On to first, ball game.
Well, I love the fact they didn't quit. They had to do a little extra work tonight to secure this win, but it's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball club.
3-2 the final score. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
It made out a bucket list in these bars. I granted his death wish. Legendary layup, Jordan with the right left switch. Hang time, hang fly, stir fry. Shanghai candy rain, drizzle frame. I ride 87 Corvette, CR1. Took the key tops off it, put them in the trunk. All gassed up, she been drinking from the pump. That's all bad. Trying to pass around the cribs. Off lip fools trying to make it last. Emotional luggage, nothing of it. I don't check bags. I just carry on, leave that in the past. Have OJ in my glass. Testarossa program, coon ties curriculum. Doors open like a pendulum, swinging, rocking my jet set emblems. Foolish to serve like Wimbledon. Interior cinnamon.
That's our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 3 runners on base.
give me mine.